The jury in two of the most high-profile court trials in the country right now have the cases.
They'll return to deliberate whether Tsarnaev and Hernandez are guilty.
Today in the expatriates trial, Hernandez's attorneys revealed he witnessed Odin Lloyd's murder, the first such admission since the trial began back in January.
Eyewitness News reporter Kelly Sullivan sat down with our legal analyst and former U.S. Attorney Robert Correnti once again, who reveals just how similar these two trials are.
Shannon and Mike, the Hernandez trial began January 29th. The Tsarnaev trial began more than a month later on March 4th. But the two juries now are deliberating at the same time on these very high-profile cases. Two closely watched cases on two men accused of murder, both young in age. Tsarnaev, just 19 years old when he was accused of setting off bombs at the marathon finish line that killed 3 and injured more than 260. His defense arguing he was under the influence of his older brother.
The whole defense there is that, yes, he did it, but he wasn't really as responsible as his brother was because he was younger and more impressionable.
In closing arguments at the Hernandez trial Tuesday,
he was a 23-year-old kid.
Eyewitness News legal analyst Robert Correnti says the age factor doesn't fit with the defense's whole theme, which is they don't know who killed Odin Lloyd. Both defense teams admitted their clients were present at the time of the incidents, the admission happening during opening statements in the Tsarnaev trial and in closing arguments in the Hernandez trial.
His DNA was on the joint at the scene. His footprint was near the body. So they decided not to fight that fight. But the issue there is what happened once everybody got to the site.
Correnti says the Hernandez defense strategy was to poke holes in the prosecution's case. No murder weapon, no motive, and no witness to say who pulled the trigger. The Hernandez jury will deliberate on 3 counts. Meanwhile, the Tsarnaev jury has 30 counts to consider, 17 of which carry the possibility of the death penalty.
If the jury convicts on any one of the 17 counts that carries the possibility of the death penalty, that's what would move the case into the capital penalty phase.
Now, in the Tsarnaev trial, the jury deliberated all day, so there's a chance that we could see a verdict tomorrow. In the Hernandez trial, the jury only deliberated for a little more than an hour, and Correnti believes it could take days before we find out a verdict in that case. I'm Kelly Sullivan, Eyewitness News.